That's going to be a big determining factor in this game. Can Gonzaga hang with West Virginia?
Jr. as you look at the starting lineup for Gonzaga. And again, Suggs here before that, and they just keep churning out incredible teams season after season. Joel. And the three won't go down for Anton Watson, a 6'8 sophomore from Spokane. Now for the Mountaineers, being guarded by Kispert. Kispert can play the 3, the 4, 6, 7. He can go inside, outside, can guard some different positions. Mcbride gets us South Dakota State, VCU, and Western Kentucky in the tournament in Sioux Falls.
Culver may be a little bit unorthodox, but he gets things done.
3 and a white, the transfer from Florida. Nemhard's a guy who would probably be starting at about 98% of Division I programs, but he's coming off the bench for
to be able to throw the ball into the post to Timmy, and he has the ability to score every time he touches it, and if he gets doubled, he's such a good passer.
Shoot, and the Mountaineers are up 5.
You think Shibwe was fired up for this game? Everybody's talking about Timmy and his footwork, and Shibwe's shown some pretty good players. I mean, Jalen Suggs, everybody wanted him, including Ohio State football. And same thing with Drew Timme. He was widely baseball in high school. Very disappointing he wasn't Minnesota Mr. Baseball also.
Yeah.
And transferred in from Arkansas. And when West Virginia got a call saying, hey, got a player for you if you're interested, and they didn't know much.
Pick the pocket of Bridges.
Good offense run by West Virginia, but it was read beautifully by Gonzaga, and they converged on the ball after that little wrap around the elbow line.
And the run is now 9-0 for Gonzaga. We're down 6, now up by 3. The defense.
Well, Illinois has outstanding guards. Io DeSumo, one of the best closers in college basketball, big-time scorer and so difficult to contain in the open court. But Baylor's got maybe the best defensive backcourt in the country. And you take a look at the way they can guard Davion Mitchell and Maceo Teague. That's going to be a real treat.
Are playing in this event tonight in Butler, DeSumo, and Kispert.
And Asaboyan just took a charge there. He had 23 charges that he took last. He can score inside or out. But Dan Asaboyan, he was getting grabbed there and still.
Nemhard with the ball. Feeds inside to Timmy. Back out for the Zags. A 3-point lead here with 6:21 to play in the first half. Drew Timmy inside, working against Culver. He has yet to get going. Short. Here comes Miles McBride for the Mountaineers. McBride off the dribble. No. Rein it in, and here's Nemhard. Gonzaga into the front court. Nice little move and feed. Miles McBride with the ball. Also a high school quarterback at Cincinnati Moeller, a big powerhouse in Ohio.
Boy, they are really making it difficult for Drew Timme to get what he wants down to the low post. Nothing's in rhythm right now for Gonzaga because of West Virginia.
With a 3, it's now an 8-point advantage as Asaboyan knocks it down.
Well, they were daring Asaboyan to shoot it. If you look at what Gonzaga is doing defensively, they're just packing the paint. They are not going.
Ball screen there by Shibwe.
And that's an issue for Gonzaga. They've got to get everybody on the glass, including the guards. Nemhard's got to get in there and rebound everybody.
Nemhard, drive, jump, stop, switches hands. Weeks
of Drew Timme, even if he caught it, he wasn't going to be able to do much with it.
He wants it to be played, right?
It's being played like a backyard brawl, exactly. That was not a good shot for West Virginia.
Big 3 for the Zags to get it back within 6 as we go into the last 2 minutes of the first half. Shibwe with a cut. Traffic down for the Zags.
Nice job by Watson to get in there and almost take a charge.
How about... McBride to inbound.
It just means guys can do a lot of different things. You can plug them into different spots, but heck, I still like the idea of having positions.
Ayayi looking inside for Ballo. Now back outside Nemhard with less than a minute to go in the half. 10 on the shot clock.
What a nice job by Shibwe on that high screen.
A coach advertising on social media. Hey, does anybody want to play us? 3 to shoot. McBride gets it off and gets the roll.
And Gonzaga trying to get a little bit more aggressive. Ball goes into the post. They are going to double to get it out of there because the big guy.
And underway here in the second half of our Sonic blockbuster. Number 1 Gonzaga, number 11 West Virginia due to the injury to Suggs, and Nembhard, as a lot of people know, a 2-year starter at Florida. So they've got about as good an way, and back comes Mcbride. Mcbride with 10 points in the first half. Inside to Culver in the early going right now. But again, every shot maker that Bob Huggins can find gives his team a big boost.
At the least bit out of position against Drew Timme, he's going to take advantage of it. And
a miss by the Zags, and back come the Mountaineers with a ball and a 1-point lead. McBride trying to use the screen from Shibwe. Instead, into Culver
to get the ball inside, and a fluid, quick move by Culver.
Good movement by the Zags on offense. Nembhard the drive. Timme switches hands, tips it up, has it again, lost it, and here comes McBride.
Culver just wouldn't give up on that ball.
So that brings Asaboyan back
by Gonzaga. They go 1-2-2. He did a lot of that to Kansas. It just changes the rhythm of the offense.
McBride pull up 8-foot as Suggs is back into the game.
And if you're West Virginia, you want to go right after him.
Wide open to McBride. And because he can do it, Mark Few allows him to do it. McBride. And the drive by Asaboyan.
Players. And the ball always seems to find Asaboyan.
Timme draws a double team. Now.
Well, and you can hear when teams are talking on defense and when they are not.
And Suggs brings it up the court for the first time since he came back into the game. Watson, look at you pulling strings from the broadcast booth.
There's no announcer jinx.
Boyan rises up for the rebound. McBride with a good look. See that anywhere. Does he love fishing almost as much as he loves basketball?
Loves fishing, the outdoors. He's quite an outdoorsman.
Offensive rebound. Asaboyan in a fresh possession now. McBride from 16.
Until West Virginia can prove it over the top, it's going to be tough to score.
Boy, does Kispert do that.
At the end of the game against Ohio U. That's Jeff Bowles' team, former Ohio State assistant. Ohio U had a great option. All he needs is experience. 6'10", three-point range, can bounce it, passes it pretty well.
And in there because some of the more experienced bigs have still moving.
Embarrassing.
Suggs.
He's just always around the ball. We said before, the ball finds the most active.
After the injury to Suggs, and just has kept on playing great here throughout the second half.
I think the Gonzaga coaching staff was happy when that waiver went through.
And again, just the Mountaineers here in the last couple of minutes.
Smart decision by Suggs to pull that out. Run some clock and then get the shot you want at the end of the clock and limit the possessions in the game for West Virginia to be able to mount a comeback.
Final minute. Nembhard, another great with a miss, and down with the rebound, Cottrell. Ahead to Culver.
And if you come off a shooter, then kick it out, but you got to get to the rim.
McBride is trying.